Namaste everyone. Now in this new course of Power BI visuals, we are going to learn only and only Power BI visuals. So if you are not comfortable with Power BI, you will see this is the symbol of Power BI, and if you are not comfortable, then you can just attend the basic course of our institute. Just you need what you need to do. You need to search this VCOM Institute on YouTube, and then you will get this basic course. So you would be comfortable with Power BI. In that course, what I have covered basic to advanced. Now this is the second version of that course. So in this course, we are going to cover only and only visuals. So now in today video, we are going to talk about one visuals. If you will see on the screen here, we have multiple visuals in Power BI. We can add bar chart, line chart, area chart, and we can build a beautiful dashboard in it. I'm going to build a dashboard and at the end of this course also. So in this video, we are going to learn about matrix visual of Power BI. Now what matrix does in Power BI? Whenever we are talking about matrix in Power BI, matrix means a pivot table. Yes, a matrix means a pivot table, and you will see on the screen this is the symbol of matrix, and this is going to be work like a pivot table. Now we are going to import some data from text and CSV file, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to build a relationship. Then we will start with this matrix. So I have opened a blank page of Power BI. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to import some data over here, and let me show you the data. Here is the data files which I'm going to import in my Power BI. Now what you need to do in this course, if you want to download these files, so you can simply go to description and you will get the link over there. Now I'm going to import the files in Power BI, and here we have Power BI. Here I'm going to import in diagram view, and you will see here we have diagram view. On the left side, model view, it is saying it model view, or you can simply call it as diagram view. I'm simply shrinking these properties, and now I'm going to import the data in it. So here we have text and CSV option. I'm going to choose that. Here we have files, and here I'm going to import my first file, that is calendar lookup. And this time I'm not transforming any data using Power Query. I am going to simply load my data to show you how this model view is going to work. Load. So we will add some measures here, and I will explain to you how other visuals are going to work in measures. So that I'm going to do in DAX only. So I'm not going to use Power Query. Here I'm going to use second file. I'm going to I'm importing second file, and in this one is customer lookup, and it is importing. Again I'm loading it. Here it is. Now I'm going to import the third file. Load. Just some arrangements. Now the fourth one. Now the fifth one. And you will see the magic over here. Here it has created a relationship automatically, because I have not disabled the auto detecting relationship in Power BI. So that is going to build the relationship automatically. Now I'm going to import the more files here, Jackson CSV, and here we have returns data. Load. Now you will see return data is also linked. Now get data, text and CSV. So I'm going to import the sale 2021. I'm going to append these two data in it. So I am simply not importing these 2020 and 2022. I am simply importing this 21. Load it. Now my relationship is building up. And last one is here it is. Now you will see my all file has linked automatically, but except this one file. because the column name is not same with the other file. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to link this file manually, so it is I can explain to you how you can just build a relationship in Power BI. Here we have date column, and we are going to link this date column with this order date. So what you need to do, you need to just pick this, or we can what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply do some rearrangement over here. Then I'm going to pick this up and drop it here on order date. Then these two files will be linked, and here you will see one to many relationship. It means this is a master data and this is a uh, repetitive data. So it may contain multiple dates with the same dates, and it is containing only the unique one. Now I'm going to load the return data. I'm going to link the date with the return data also. So here we have date and here we have date, return dates, and you will see I'm not making arrangement further. So this is a little looking little bit complex over here. So I'm just, my purpose is to explain your use visuals. So you will see here on the right side my all files are appearing, and if you want to see your data in DAX form, in tabular form, so you can see over here, and you need to simply click here. It is going to expand this data tab, and here you will see it is appearing all the column. Even what you can do, you can search any of the column from here which you want to add in matrix or somewhere else. So that's how it is going to work in it. And here we have report view. We are going to work with the report view further. So I'm going to add a matrix over here, and I will show you this is simply a pivot table, nothing else. So here I'm going to add a matrix. You will see on the screen here we have matrix, and if I've clicked on this box, little box with the white one and the blue one, so this is the matrix and this is the table. So don't confuse with the matrix and table. So matrix is different and table is different. So I'm going to add matrix first. Now I'm going to add what? I'm going to simply add the date column in my matrix in and you will see here on the left side of this data tab, here we have build as usual. If you are not saving this, you can simply click on this build as usual, and if I'm going to click on it, it is going to hide that one thing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply going to enable this build as visual once again. Here you will see a row, column, and values. So you will remember the pivot table. Here we have rows, here we have values, here we have columns, and here we have filter. But you will see here we don't have any filter. We can add slicers, and here we have filter tab also. So we can work with this filter tab to filter out our data. So now let's add some data in our matrix, and let's understand how matrix is responding in Power BI. And I'm going to add a date column in it. So in the raw form, I'm adding date, and here it is. Since I have not disabled this time intelligence in this Power Query, so it is automatically grouping my date into year, quarter, month, and day. So what I need to do, I don't need this day. I'm again don't need this month and quarter. So I'm simply taking years. So now we can even format this. And to format this matrix, what you need to do, you need to simply go to right side, and here we have format. What simply click on it, and I'm going to increase the size of this matrix. So here is the, you can simply expand the size of column header from this one. So if you want to, let's say, increase the size of column header, and you will see the year is increasing over here. And for this these value, if you want to increase the size of these value, so what you need to do, you need to simply go to options here, and here we have row padding, and I'm going to increase this global font size. So let's say here I'm making this 18 once again, and this is matrix is looking little bit big now. So what you need to do, you need to simply let's say if you want to increase the height of this matrix, you can do so with this one. So it is increasing the height, and you can type this manually also. And here I'm going to increase this, let's say 297 once again. So it is increasing my it is increasing the size of my matrix. Now I'm going to add one more row in it, and let's say I'm adding customer name. So here we have customer name, first name I'm adding in the row form, and here we have first name. Now once I have added two data or two columns in this row form, you will see it is giving you a feeling like a pivot table. Now it is giving you a plus sign, plus sign, plus sign. So it means you can expand any of this thing. Let me just move this matrix to middle of my canvas. So I'm going to move this. Here it is. So what you need to do, just simply pick this up and drag it here, and if you will see, here we have multiple option enabled in the matrix. Now if you want to, let's say I want to drill this down, so it is going to open this year only, so I'm going to drill it down. So I have click on this option, and what you need to do, you need to click on this plus sign, and this is going to, since there is no data in it, so it is not showing that year. So I'm simply I'm clicking on this drill up, and it is going to show me all the years. And here I'm loading, let's say 21. So here it is. Instead of this year, we can take simply a month, so that I can explain this to you further. So let's remove this and adding this date column once again, and this time I'm taking, so here it is row. So if you want to move this column to up, so what you can do, simply right click here and move, and you can simply click here up, and I'm removing this year, quarter and day, and you will see now the month is here appearing. And if I'm going to expand this matrix, see, if I'm clicking here, so it is going to expand this January, and it is going to show me all the months to the bottom. And if I'm going to take my cursor down, you will see all the month are appearing. And if you want to see only the single month, you want to drill up only the single month here, so you can do so by using this drill up options. So I'm going to use that one. I'm simply shrinking it once again, and here I'm going to click on turn on drill down, so I'm enabling it. Now click in the middle, and it will expand my January month, and you will see other months are not appearing over here this time. So this is the drill down. And if you want to go back, here we have drill up option, so you can simply go back from here. And what you can do, you let's say I'm adding a column here. So let's say column, in the column I'm adding product uh, category name in the column form, and category key I have added. So I have two categories, 1 and 2, so it is showing me all the categories 1 and 2. And you need to increase the size of this 1 and 2 by using column header. So I'm going to click on this column header, and it has automatically changed my size to 18. Now I'm going to add some values in it, and let's say I'm adding a order quantity. So here it is, order quantity, and this time my values is seeming like this. Now my values are a little bit big, I can simply expand this. So here we have values, and again I'm taking the size 18. Here it is. Now you will see my values are appearing in bigger font. Now if you want to add comma, what you need to do, you need to simply go to your data, and here I'm going to find out my order quantity. So order quantity is in your sales data, so I'm clicking on it. So this is the order quantity, I'm clicking here, and here I'm putting comma, and it is working. And you will see that my matrix has changed, and comma is appearing here. Now this is the matrix. And so what I have done here, I have taken the content from the Microsoft website. So what matrix is going to help you, it is working like a pivot table. It is going to expand and collapsing your row header. Now I'm going to talk about some measures here. Let's say what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a new measure, let's say total of order quantity. So here I'm going to add a new measure, and here we have new measure, so I'm going to add it. Since I am on the sales data 2021, so it is going to add that new measure in sales data 2021. So added new measure. So here is the total of order quantity. So I am simply use sum function, and we need to give a column name in sum function, that is your order number or order quantity. So click here, close the parentheses and enter. So that's how you can add your measure, and you will see this measure is appearing here. So you simply, if you will add this measure, now you will see my measure generally shows one value. If I'm going to simply add one card in it, let's say I am adding a card here, I'm adding single card, and you will see my measure is showing me one value. So I'm pressing Ctrl Z from my keyboard to go back, and this time my matrix is coming once again. But if I'm adding this measure here, total of order quantity, so it is automatically segregating my measures into various months. Even for the various customer, it is going to work on that. So if we are moving one step further, so you have seen that we can add a measure, we can simply drill down our data in matrix form. We can drill down our data in columnar form also. Let's say here we have one and two subcategory. Now let's say I'm adding something else in it. Let's say I am adding product or category name in it. Let's say category name I am adding here. Let's say manually clicking here and category name. Here it is. Now you will see drill down is option is showing me two options. Do you want to drill on rows or do you want to drill on columns? So you can drill your values based on column also. So I am not drilling that thing. We can simply add subtotals and grand total with the matrix visuals. So if you want to add yes subtotal or grand total here, so here we have options for that. You can simply come here and you will see here we have column grand total and row grand total. So let's say you want to add anything. Let's say you want to add column labels or column grand total, so you can simply click here. Now just see on the right side, you can see column grand totals are appearing. Now in the row grand total, if you want to see, here it is, you can add that. Now one more thing I want to tell you, that you can add custom condition formatting in it. So if you want to add, let's say on condition formatting on the order quantity, so I'm going to select the order quantity. Here we have some of the order quantity. I'm clicking here and right click here in the middle, and you will see here we have conditional formatting, and let's say I'm using icons here. So you can add multiple thing. Even you can, if you will see once again here, I'm clicking right click, and here we have background color. You can add in the matrix, font color, data bars, icons. So I'm adding icons here. Let's say my icons rules are there. You can change this manually, and let's say I'm going to add three icons and I'm going to show my icons only, and this time my value not is not going to appear, and click OK. Now you will see my order quantity is appearing like this. So August, September, October, November, December, I have made a good sales in it, and in the first 7 months I have not made a good sales, so that's why it is becoming red. And in the second table, in the second product, I am basically on the average part. Here August, September, October, November, and the December I have made a very good sale. So that's how my icon is working. So this is the matrix in Power BI. Please subscribe the channel if you are liking it. We will see you in next video.